Nice. That's Noice. Whoa. Nope, that didn't work. This one got stuck, I think. It was supposed to have gotten stuck. Oh, that one doesn't even work anymore. That's right. Shitty. Well, I'll be back there for later. The purpose of the inner sanctum had always been to study the orbs and find a way to force them to yield their power. However, he was still unaware of this. Ha! Alexander. More like Alexander.
Serving water from the spring.
Yes, it enables me to control the water in the drain sewers to some extent. Also, it can be used for all sorts of purposes.
Like for drinking?
Well, that too. But mostly to run different machines.
Ah, like water mills.
Exactly.
Daniel's a femboy. It's the only way he could be that stupid. Sorry, that was kind of like a sketchy thing to just kind of leave it at. Oh yeah, it won't budge, eh? They should have had that as like an Easter egg, like dev room to go into.
7th of August, 1839. There is no denying that Alexander puts a lot of faith into what I can only describe as magic. I'm not surprised. Even while traveling across Europe, I assumed I would have to embrace the supernatural to save my mind and life. As a novice, I do everything in my power to stay focused and not dwell too much on my own doubts. Alexander woke me up early and told me it was time we got started on our work. He was obviously excited to get going, and we headed downstairs to the old dungeon, where he preferred to attempt his rituals. It turns out that Alexander is a true Renaissance man, paralleled only by Da Vinci, I'm sure. He showed me several rooms fitted for specific research, such as anatomy studies, alchemy, and botany. The crown of Brennenburg must be the inner sanctum, a most hallowed ground where we shall attempt to permanently banish the orb's shadow.
Here's hoping. So what we're doing here in the cistern, I think this place is called, we're draining the water out of the sewers. So that we can actually traverse through the sewers physically. However, there's something else that we're going to have to take care of. And that's to... well, we'll deal with that when we get to it.
8th of August,
But right now we have to just
1839.
drain the water
I
itself.
could never be certain until today that I was on the right path. Using my orb, Alexander managed to channel its power unto us. The inner sanctum flared with blue, fiery light, and I could feel the same things I felt in the dark chamber in Algeria. It was like standing in a mad whirlpool of impressions. It was terrifying, but Alexander kept calm and wielded strange tools of science in order to tame the storm. Suddenly, the blue light was stained by strains of red, and the walls burst with pulsating tissue resonating with the scene. Alexander quickly covered the orb in some cloth, and the unspeakable thing vanished. Apparently, the orb's shadow is closer than Alexander thought. He said I should prepare for a warding ritual tomorrow. I'm not sure what he expects, but I have a bad feeling about this.
Rule number 1 of being a fictional character. Never say that you have a bad feeling about something. I think this is that other machinery Alexander was referring to. And no, Daniel, it's not really.
9th of August, 1839. It is still early, and Alexander is busy preparing for the ritual later today. Seeing him this worked up makes me question why. What does he stand to gain? I realize he is curious about it all, but surely there must be more. Is he so foolish he will attempt to tame the power of the orb? I must admit that yesterday, when Alexander flooded the inner sanctum with blue light, I realized we had but graced the orb's true potential. This might turn out to be more than escaping a creeping shadow. It might be the beginning of something truly extraordinary.
Yeah, one of the best indie game franchises I know of. Oh shit, I didn't even turn on. That would be... Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty horrible. Come on. Ugh. If only this were Resident Evil, I could stab one of those and turn him into a health potion. The fish, I mean. The monsters I wish I could stab. Alexander knew there must be a way to finish the ritual before it was too late. He had to teach his friend to harvest the Vitae. That much was certain. Oh, sneezing. What is it good for? Absolutely something. The blue light blinded him as it had done inside that murky tomb in Algeria. It was just as enchanting, and he tried to approach it, but the Baron's firm hand held him back. Lights.
Herbert, how did we find this place? An old friend back in Algiers gave me a map.
Why isn't he with us? Didn't he want to come?
He wanted to, Daniel, but things don't always turn out the way we planned.
Let me see here. glowing pipe. And then toss it. Burp, toss it over there. Ouch. Ha! Source game moment. Hopefully Daniel's fat ass can actually fit through there. There we go. I saw one of the the fan concept spotlights for Dead by Daylight that someone had made for this game. It was for Dead by Daylight, but it was like I'll take the wooden crank right now.
Is that you? What are you doing?
Like, the spotlight, and if you don't know what that is, Behavior, the developer team for Dead by Daylight, what they do is they'll tell you what some chapter is going to be for Dead by Daylight. Like, oh look, we added this one licensed character and this is what they do, and it's like just the way those episodes are like made. There's this one channel on YouTube that does like these recreations of these for like fan stuff, and they had chosen Amnesia because Amnesia is one of the things that would work great for Dead by Daylight. Machine, 13th of January, 1799. The work I have put into this machine is unequaled by the reasoning of any man. The thought that generations of men have passed away since I first attempted to reconstruct the design is most tiring. The limitations of this world have made my work incredibly difficult. It has forced me to build the thing almost 100 times larger than the delicate contraption it tries to emulate. Not to mention the flow of tamed lightning crudely replaced by pressured steam pushing its way through pipes and turbines. It shames me to think of what the inventor would have thought of my monster. Where he works with a magnifying glass to carefully fix all the parts, I push 5 men to erect a tower of wrought iron in the hope it will have even the tiniest hint of the power found in a traveler's locket. Huh. I never knew the Traveler's Locket was mentioned in the first game. Because I had never played this game again after I played Rebirth. Let me see. Let me put it back on. Broken beyond repair, you say? Well, I'm gonna get rid of this and use it for no reason. The beautiful wild orchids seemed a testament to nature's strength, being able to grow inside Brennenburg. Alas, it was Alexander's studies and care which enabled the flower to blossom. Come on. It's nothing. Whoa. He waited for his eyes to adjust to the darkness, but no shape or contour appeared.
Do you see, Daniel? It has yielded.
What?
The shadow. It has? For now. Come, let's get this out of here so we can get some peace.
Yes, let's. Where to?
Just down the corridor to the morgue.
Are there more dead men there?
You did well, Daniel. Come, let's get going.
Yeah, the morgue is not going to be a happy place.
What happened? Why are all these dead? Where am I? What's happening? Help! Anybody! Help!
There's also, like, kind of a little bit of peener in this. That guy's peener over there. I don't know if I should, like, leave it out of the video. Hopefully it doesn't get flagged or anything. I'll just, like, try not to look at it. I gotta do something really specific with this man. Gotta stick a thing there. I've been holding on to that hollow thing for a long time. Just don't look at it. Don't look at his
I hear you
PB.
breathing, Daniel. Do you hear me? Have you changed your mind?
I think this game looks like so bad, like in its 3D model sometimes, that like I don't think the thing would like really even recognize it, like the YouTube algorithm. Vaccine trials. The vaccine enabling my men to work in a fungi-ridden sewer is a definite success. Unfortunately, only a few of the servants have been remedied as the procedure proved difficult. The others will perish, and eventually I will have to create more of them to keep my experiments running. Note that an injection of vaccinated blood will work as a shield long enough to pass the sewers without any risk of infection. It will do fine for prisoner transport. That's not how blood transfusion works. God. Oh, God. Oh, it's so horrible. I hate everything. I fear for Daniel, for he is reckless. He is tainted by the approaching shadow and will not be able to pass the gate. Will he be able to accept this in the end? My love, I've seen evil in him. How am I to trust him with the truth? What cruel irony that I have to do unto him what Agrippa did unto me. You're no hero either, Alexander. Jeebus. I just... Oh, God. Yeah, let me look at that sanity. Yeah, that's not looking too great. Well, it's a good thing nothing bad will happen now. Oh, God. No. Naked men. I don't want to be in a room full of naked men. I mean, not like this, anyway. Yeah, Daniel's visions are getting a little squishy woozy. My sanity's just like just going straight down being in a room like this. Whoops. Oh, God. Okay. Note. Ugh. Huh. Plague outbreak. Interesting. The strange deaths among the servants and the prisoners have finally been resolved. It seems that the drain sewer, which has recently been opened up for use as a means of transport, is plagued by a peculiar poisonous fungi. Well, what's his name? The victims seem to have suffered an extremely quick outbreak of sickness affecting the entire body. Some of my men, including myself, are blissfully spared by this calamity, but it is clear that this cripples my progress. The prisoners die quickly, and their contaminated vitae lacks the energy I seek. I shall immediately start working on a vaccine. What did I just say? I was trying to say just let me yoink the thing. Ugh. There's one last thing, actually. There's one last thing. Let me just... There we go.
3 days now. This is ridiculous. Why doesn't someone go to this room? Hey! Anybody! Am I all alone here? Help! Help! I'm so tired. If I sleep, will I wake from this nightmare? If not, I pray my Heavenly Father will take me in my sleep.
The red taint burst from the walls as if they had begun to bleed. He cried out in fear as the spectacle began to consume the blue shimmer. Yeah, there's nothing I hate more than bloody red taints bursting into the room without my permission. Ugh, were we for time? Excellent. You know what? I think a shorter episode like this is just fine. We're gonna be heading into the sewers down here for next episode. It's certainly, like, the fungus isn't gonna be hurting us, and we drained the water, but it's certainly not gonna be any more safe down there. I'll see you then.